What's up, YouTube fam? Just wanted to give you all a quick update. Those of you that have seen this on the channel, little sneak peeks at it here and there. It's an Azusa that I picked up a couple weeks ago. Stretched it, 6-inch stretch tabs. I measured it and I believe it's like 7.5 inches from where the old axle used to mount to where it is now. So it's got a good little stretch on it. I got some big hydraulic brakes on there. I just bled them, that's why there's brake fluid all over the back. Got a fat boy slick on there. That sprocket, I'm gonna have to swap it out. It's way too big. It's like a 75 tooth. Chain will be hitting the ground even without turning. It's just what came with that wheel when I ordered it. Welded up some gussets. Functionality, plus I think they look cool. I had to repair the frame right here. The guy I got it from had cut this out and welded in some angle iron and cut a piece of the engine plate to clear the torque converter. Not mad. Got a smoking deal on it. It came with almost a brand new 212 Predator and a new torque converter. So just those two is what, like 250 bucks worth of parts. I had to repair the forks. I don't know what happened. They were bent right here pretty bad, so I chopped them off, and it also gave me a chance to lower it. I lowered the bike quite a bit. Excuse me. But I know it's not perfect. It ain't awesome. It's what I did. Chopped the forks, took a section of the forks out to lower the forks. These are some old ones I got off like a CT100U or something I had laying around. Anyway, so that's done. Gussets are all done. I got a little bit more grinding and sanding to do, so that way when I paint it, everything looks nice and smooth. Where I welded, I'm not a good welder. I admit that, I know that. The bars, I wanted to try to keep it the way it is, but they're a little low and they're not forward as much as I would like them to be. So I think what I may end up doing is chopping the bars off, grinding this all down smooth, and covering up the holes it's gonna leave. And then this bad dog crap I'm gonna have to get rid of. I'm gonna probably fill it in with JB Weld and sand it smooth. That way that's not on there anymore. But anyways, back to the bars. So I think I'm gonna chop them off and then get some 12-inch ape hangers. That way I can adjust the angle on them and stuff. I think that's what I'm gonna do. And then I'm probably gonna end up cutting this old engine plate off and putting a new one on there. Because if I'm going through all this trouble and then it still has a big old chunk cut out of it, I don't know. But I'll probably end up cutting that off and then getting one of those. There's a engine, it's for like torque converters. You can get them on Amazon for like 20 bucks. It raises the engine. Plus it's got a nice wide plate on the bottom. So I think that'll work out pretty good. But I got this pretty good. This came out better than I thought it was, actually. You can't really tell where I welded, and this is two sections of pipe because I didn't have the right length of the right size diameter pipe, so I had to use two pieces. Plugged them, plugged and weld, ground. So I'm gonna finish cleaning it up before I paint it, fix that engine mount. Was gonna leave those pegs on there, but now that I'm doing all this other stuff, I'll probably swap those out for some nice billet. Either some aggressive ones like that or something. I like those pegs, but they'll tear you up if you get your shin or something on them. But we'll do that. This axle up front obviously is not staying like that. I've just got it on there so I can roll it around and work on it. I gotta go to the store and get the right size axle for it. And then I'm in the process of trying, I think I'm gonna attempt to make my own seat, because the one that comes on them, it's a 12-inch, and it looked okay before I stretched it and all that. And it still looks decent, but it sits up a little too high, and it's a little too short. My little man likes to ride with me sometimes, and there won't be no room for him. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to make one that's way thinner than this and longer, like a 16, that's a 12-inch. I'm gonna try to make one about 16, 17, maybe 18 inches. This one came off of the Razor electric mini bike over there. But I was just looking, I was like, hey, I wonder if that'll fit. And it almost does. It's a little too narrow, so it looks funny with the frame rail sticking out like that. But I like how low profile it is like that. So I'm gonna try to make something similar to that, just a little longer. And I think what I'm gonna end up doing is either getting one of the spun aluminum tanks from Go Power Sports, like I had on my Megamoto, or get another Brad Hill tank like this. That'll fit perfect in there. I don't know what I'm gonna do there yet. So it's getting close. I don't know, there's something about this bike that I just love. I don't know, it just looks mean now. Something about it. I've wanted a doodle bug for a long time, and this is almost a doodle bug. Maybe that's why I like it, I'm not sure. Those gussets were made for a doodle bug, so I had to grind quite a bit off the curb to get them to tuck up in the frame. Both of them, but I made them fit. So we're getting close. I got the freshly built stroker. I stroked this 212 to a 224. Billet flywheel, I mean, this one's completely built. Head work. She's ready to go. I painted the block on it. So once this frame is freshly painted, it'll have a fresh engine on there. It'll look real good together. I've already got my hydraulic brakes set up. I've already got a nice grip that I'm going to use, a twist grip that I'm going to use on that bike over there. I just bought that one and was testing this engine out. This is the engine that came on that Azusa, actually. It was all stock. I pulled the governor, low oil. I put one of the cast aluminum flywheels on there. It's got a billet rod, flat top piston. Anyways, and I think this header, I may chop on it and make it fit on there. Anyways, just wanted to show y'all what the Azusa's looking like. She's starting to look mean. I like it. All right, I'll see you in a little bit.